morning. If you don't know who I am, my name is Mrs. Zitzelberger, and I teach jewelry and metals here. I also teach craft design and an art survey as well. You guys are going to be doing a metals project to see if you like this kind of thing, because this next month you'll be signing up for classes. So we try to do a little bit of everything in all classes. You'll do a ceramics project, a jewelry and metals project, a craft project, and you'll do a painting project. So we do this in art survey so you can see what you like. So if you want to sign up for future art classes, you kind of know what you'd want to do. In my class, we also do like soldering. So we work with the torches a lot and melt metal together. But this is a wire wrapping project. And I always have, my kids enjoy it, and they always have really good success in it. So today I'm going to show you part one of this process. So we're going to make the circle and the bail on the top. So we're just going to get that ready, and then tomorrow I'm going to come in here and I will show you step 2, which is going to be putting the tree on. Okay, so far so good. All right, so you'll need a few different things for this. You're going to need a hammer. I have brought some tools in over on the counter. You're obviously just going to share the hammer. With the hammer you will need this metal plate. In my class I have anvils as well, but this metal plate will work. It just needs a hard surface to hit the metal on. And then this is molds that you can wrap that circular pendant around it. And then we have 3 types of metals tools. This is called a cutter, or it's called flesh cutter, but we call it just a cutter. It cuts the metal. This is a barrel nose pliers, because it's like little barrels that go taper down. And then this is just the regular needle nose, chain nose plier. So it's flat, it's not the barrel nose. People always get these two confused. Make sure that you're using the right one. It makes a big difference, okay? And then the last, you're gonna need 2 pieces of metal. You're gonna need the thick, this is a 14 gauge, or the thicker metal. You can see that's thicker, this is thinner. You're gonna need about a foot of the 14 gauge. And then for this part, you only need just, I don't know, like 10 inches, 8 to 10 inches of the thin wire. And he has, I think, 20 gauge. Yep, 20 gauge wire to wrap around the bail. Okay, so this is everything that you're gonna need. You can obviously share the tools, totally fine. At the end of class, I highly recommend wiping all the handles down and everything like that, okay? So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this longer wire, just kind of straightening it out with my hands. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And I'm gonna wrap it around my form, my cone form. There is only one of these. If you have like a bottle or something like that, you can also wrap it around that if it's not too big. You don't want the necklace to be like super, super big. Think about it as a pendant. Like you don't want this gigantic medallion. So this is probably about 2 inches by 2 inches. That would be about as large as that I would want to make it, okay? So I wrapped it around here and I just pull it off. Now, my next step is I'm going to make almost kind of like bunny ears. So I just take this metal and right where they hook together, I make 2 bunny ears, okay? So it looks like this. It doesn't matter if your circle gets a little distorted right now, because you can always put it back on the mold later on, but we just need this to get it working. All right, the next step is you're gonna take the barrel nose plier. The barrel nose plier, again, is the round cone nose pliers. And you're gonna hold it about 1 inch or 1.5 inches up, all right, on the bunny ears. This is where everyone messes up. I think this is like super easy, but people have a hard time, so really focus on this. So I'm gonna put it in there, and all I'm gonna do is bend it over. So see all I did there was just bend it back. So that makes 2 little bunny ears. Now, what I want to do is take my chain nose plier, and I want to, right at the base or the neck of the pendant, I'm going to squeeze that all together so that my bunny ears are really nice and close. All right, does everyone see that? So I made a little loop. This is where your necklace part is going to go through. So now you're going to take your thin wire, and what I like to do is just make a little bend in it And then I put that bend right at the neck of the bunny ears and I wrap it tight. Now, a lot of people take this and they just wrap it really fast and it's like all over the place and it looks like kind of messy. You don't want to do that. You want to wrap it so it's like one is down, the next coil and the next coil. And I do like 5 or 6 coils, some at the top, some at the bottom. So it looks nice and neat, okay? And then all you do is you take the cutter, cut both ends off, take the chain nose plier and tuck those little ends in. So now, so far you have the outside made. We have a few more steps to do. We need to cut off these old bunny ears. So I like to just kind of bend them out so I have a little room to cut, because you want it cut pretty close to where you wrapped it. You don't want them to show. So now I have those cut off and I have my round outside main. Now once you get to this point, you can either put it back on the mold, getting it nice and round again, or if you want to change the shape of it, you can. So like I could pull this down and make more of like an oblong shape. I have had kids make squares. I've had one make a pumpkin last time. I have had them do the shape into a heart. It's really up to you on how you want to do it. I'm going to put it just back as round, the traditional way, so I can show you step 2 tomorrow. All right, and then the last step is I like to, again, spread out those bunny ears a little bit, straighten them up if I need to, get everything nice and straight on the outside frame. And once I have it exactly how I want it, I'm going to come over here and put it on the plate. I'm going to take my hammer and I'm going to hammer that frame. Does anyone know why I hammer the metal? Probably not. It actually makes it stronger. So now that it's all in place, this will help it so it doesn't move. So then I'm going to flip it over. And again, I just want to make sure that everything is flattened. You don't need to go nuts. I had a student flatten it so much last time that she actually broke through the wire. You don't need to do that. You just do need a few light taps, okay? So this is step 1. This is what you guys are all going to make today. Do you want me to review again really quick? Or do you feel like you're pretty confident with it? Talk up.
I think I'm good.
You think you're good? Okay. All right, so I will be back tomorrow for step 2. I'm gonna bring you a little bit more of this metal in as well. And I, again, have all the tools over there for you guys to use. And all your scraps, do not throw away. I actually take these all through the salvage yard. I know that sounds funny, but then all our scraps go in a big bucket and I take them and get money and then reinvest them in art supplies, okay? Metal is very expensive. All right, cool. All right, thanks everybody.